All right, guys, so we're going to fill out the central idea and supporting ideas, details, final project organizer for question number 2. So you're going to utilize any of the 3 organizers that you put together already. So this is the one I filled out. And then I have lots of good information on those 2 pictures that I showed you that I gained from these 2 resources that I used. And I decided to focus on the layers of the skin and organs within it. And I talked about how they're crucial to the function of the system. So that's the central idea that I think came out. Crucial means important. I'm just trying to utilize some other words. So I used a thesaurus to find crucial. So I broke down my supporting idea into the layers of the skin and then broke down my key supporting details into the function of each layer, because this is about the organs and how their structures support their functions. So what is in the epidermis, what's it made of, and then what does it do for us? The dermis, where is it? What's in it? What does it do for us? Hypodermis, same idea. What's unique about it? What's it made of? And what does it do for us? All right, so once I filled this out, I was then able to take let me grab get that out of the way. And then I was able to take the next sheet, our thinking map, to help guide my response. So again, I just like to bullet point because I want to really make sure I put things in my own words and don't have to use quotes if I don't have to. So I want to introduce the text with an objective summary, and I use this sentence starter. The text, Skin, the Human Body Largest Organ, by Kim Zimmerman, fully explain the 3 main layers of the largest organ, the skin. Each layer contains unique properties that play crucial roles in maintaining a functional system. So I actually wrote this one in a complete sentence. You don't have to use complete sentences on a thinking map. But then I kind of just copied and pasted from my central idea of how I wanted to break it up. Remember, this has 2 places to put supporting ideas, but guess what, guys? I needed 3. So I made my own. The author explains how each layer of protection is extremely important, and that's how these particular details were kind of given. And then how the supporting ideas and details communicate the central idea. Again, this is my interpretation because I think without the strength of layer 1, the sensory information gained from level 2 and the insulation from level 3, our insides would struggle. So you're going to have to find out through these details why that's the case, because I didn't quite, read these all to you. All right. So from there, you are going to then utilize that thinking map to build your rough draft, right? So here's my rough draft. Remember, this is how I'm being scored. So that always is there. And the website titled, here's my title, by that author. What does it do? It fully explains the 3 main layers of the largest organ, the skin. Each layer contains unique properties that play crucial roles in maintaining a healthy and functional system. The top layer of skin is called the epidermis. It has 3 main functions. First, it makes new skin cells, which take about 1 month for the new skin cells to reach the top layer. Secondly, it gives skin its color. Cells that produce melanocytes, are in this layer. Ooh, I already see something that needs to be fixed. I should say cells. So remember, this is my draft, and I'm going to edit that when I get to the next step. Melanin is pigment and changes due to suntans and freckles. Lastly, this layer protects the skin. It has the protein keratin, which provides the layer with toughness, strength, and protection from drying out. This layer does not have blood cells, so a shallow cut to this level will not produce blood. However, the middle layer, the thickest layer, does have blood cells as well as nerves, sweat glands, oil glands, and hair follicles. So here I'm providing all those little organs that are a part of this layer. It has the protein collagen, which brings it flexibility and strength. Because of the unique properties of this layer, the body can sense pain and touch, produce sweat, oils, and grow hair. This can help with temperature regulation and sun protection. There's the function. Blood can also come to the skin, and lymphatic vessels can drain fluid from tissue, allowing this level to fight infections. The deepest layer is the hypodermis. So, this is the last layer. It's made of fatty tissue for insulation to the body. It cushions internal organs, muscles, and bones and protects them, all of them, from injury. So, here's my last statement that I always want to include. Without the strength of layer 1, sensory information from layer 2, and cushioning protection from layer 3, our overall health would surely suffer. That sentence comes from me and what I know about what I learned. Okay. Take notice to the, again, the really good transitions. So I said the top layer, the middle layer, the bottom layer. So I can give my visual for that for the reader. First, secondly, lastly, these are the three functions of that first layer. Remember I said I had 3 functions, so I'm kind of going through letting my reader know each level. I used however when I transitioned between the 2 layers, that one doesn't produce blood, the other one, if you cut it, does produce blood, and that however allows my reader to transition into the opposite. And I think I did a few more in there. And I really also tried to vary my sentence lengths. So that's something you want to consider too. And starting them in different ways. Sometimes I started with an introductory phrase or a prepositional phrase, and then put my independent clause after just to mix it up a little bit. Okay, so lots of things to think about as you're building your next paragraph. Remember, you're building it in your Google Doc where you already provided your first paragraph. So this will be paragraph number 2. All right, can't wait to see it. Do the best you can.